Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Red Room, your go-to place for all things Liverpool. Win, lose, or draw, or as the case may be, lose, 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 lose at the moment. Um, as you can tell, maybe from my voice, as you can't, I'm not feeling too well, and Liverpool haven't helped. They've made more sick, and I think it's actually a thing. Like if you're not feeling well, and the things that you love really turn against you as well, it makes you feel worse, I think. I genuinely think there's no scientific fact, but that's just a Grizz Khan theory, right? But I also know that when you're feeling down and sorry for yourself, the best thing to do is grab some mates, get on a podcast, and talk about it. And that's what we're going to do today. People, smash that like button if you haven't already. Welcome to the show. I have Ben with me. I have Mo. I have the two Mo's, Welsh and Scouse, with me. Welsh Mo is if Welsh Mo seems preoccupied, tell him off in the chat because I'm sure he's got the Welsh derby in the background, Cardiff and versus Wrexham. Yeah, I don't pay him to watch Cardiff and Wrexham, so hopefully he'll be fully focused on this show.
Fully focused.
How are we, lads, man? How are we feeling? I mean, stupid question, but I guess it's a formality. Ben, you were saying it's miserable. How miserable, Ben?
Yeah, really bad. Don't know, mate. It just goes from bad to worse every week, doesn't it? Now it's every game's getting worse. We'll go into it, but yeah, look, feel a bit under the weather myself, like yourself, mate. So let's hope we get a bit of cheering up.
Yeah, man, we need some cheering up. And that's why I've got my favourite Welsh Mo on board as well. But I don't know how even Welsh Mo would be able to cheer me up. Hopefully he's got some mad, wild takes to make me laugh. But how are we, brother?
Could be better, but we've got to keep going in it. I'm concerned, and rightly so. And I think the next 5 games up until probably Nottingham Forest are career-defining for our manager at the moment.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Great start. Career defining, Mo. Welsh, Scouse Mo. Career defining. Agree to or disagree?
I mean, it's hard to disagree. For the next 5, if you see 5 losses in a row, it's going to be a scary place. But yeah, it's been very rough. It's been very hard watch. As Ben said, it's progressively getting worse and worse. But I feel like we're going to turn a page this week, hopefully. And I've got some theories about that. And hopefully it'll add to the optimism in this chat.
Interesting. Talking about optimism, I don't know anyone more optimism than our very own Holmes in the chat. He says, not bothered about the league because we're lifting number 7 in May. My God, good luck with that one, son. But yeah, talking about optimism, big up Omo every time. Too shy to come on a show with me anymore. But it is what it is. Ben, I guess we have to look back to look forward. And to look back is to look at the most recent loss. And the most recent loss was, I'd say, for me personally, there's been 2 performances that have been live at the ground to that have been the most embarrassing, right? And where I thought the players were out bullied, out fought, outran, out muscled, out thought, just out sharper. And the other one, it was this week one, and the other one, funny enough, was Brentford away 3 seasons ago, where I think we lost 3-1 or something. I can't remember.
The lights as well, was it?
I think that was New Year's Day in the green kit.
In the green kit. I don't know what the final score was because I walked off with.
I think it was 3-1.
It was 3-1, and I walked off with 2 minutes to go, and I got lambasted for not supporting the team. But yeah, whatever. That was the last nasty performance. This one was possibly worse or as bad, mate. What the fuck was that?
I don't know, mate. I'm sick of saying Liverpool are going to turn up. I'm going to say this week that they're not going to turn up, hoping that they do. Like some reverse psychology shite. I don't know, mate. Do you know what? Because I look at this football team and I look at this manager, and I'm like, I said it, didn't I, the other week? Because the lads clipped it on the Twitter. Me saying this team, the manager's not taking it serious. We are the same as we were, pissing around for weeks now. Do you know what I mean? They don't look like they train enough, guys. I think they look unfit because they don't want to run around the pitch. And if you've got players that don't want to run around for Liverpool, well, then we're finished, aren't we? We absolutely are finished. We're finished in games after a minute at the minute. That's the truth. Concede. You know what it is? We're going on about high balls, long balls, fucking whatever. Do you know what I mean? Low blocks. We're fucking passing the ball to the goalkeeper on his wrong foot, putting it out right by our own goal.
Brain dead. Brain
Are we
dead.
stupid? Like, literally, we are stupid. So now, you know, we'll go into obviously the upcoming games, but they should not be taking anything lightly anymore. Any more defeats, mate. This is a disgrace because this is a team that's just spent nearly $500 million. Do you know what I mean? Regardless of what they brought back in, we've bought players who are top of the leagues and, you know, the likes of fucking Wirtz, Bundesliga player of the season. And we just are an absolute disgrace on the pitch. I just think we are so way off it. We're too nice. Liverpool shouldn't be too nice to anyone. Maybe just let Man United come to our backyard and take the piss out of us. And then what do we go and do? You know what? We spoke about it, didn't we, guys? Like the Frankfurt game. It was a good game. But what a waste of a win that was now. Do you know what I mean? To just go and piss it up the wall again. I don't even know what to say, mate. And I have usually a lot to say. They're an embarrassment.
Mo, he says, Ben says, we're playing dumb football at the moment. And then Ben's always also talked about the fitness levels. I'm confused, man. I don't know what it is. What is it? Because look, we can gloss over a couple of defeats here and there, but Liverpool Football Club, and we hold the same standards for every other. We laugh at the likes of Man United or Chelsea, whoever, right? But I struggle, and someone may be in the chat or you guys might know, I struggle to know if any other team has lost 4 league games in a row out of those shit teams. I'm not sure, you know, and that's just unacceptable on any level, Mo.
Which Mo are you asking?
Welsh Mo.
Okay, yeah, 100%. It's promoted team form. You'd expect this kind of form from teams that have just got promoted into the league, not someone who's challenging for the league and current champions. It's bizarre, and I echo everything that Ben says. It's a disgrace, and I've heard a lot of chat. I've seen a lot of things online saying we're going to rotate heavily. I just don't think we should rotate tomorrow. We need a win tomorrow. Number one, to get a bit of confidence back in this football club. Number two, to get the fans back on the side as well, because I think that's slowly breaking the relationship between Slot and the fans. Even I think tomorrow's a massive game, and people would point to the league. Yeah, Villa's going to be massive. That's what I said. The next 4 or 5 games are going to be career defining for Slot. You can point fingers at many things. I think there's a combination of loads of things that's escalated to where we are now. The bad form started ages ago. We just need to admit this now. The bad form started after the Spurs game when we won, and that was what, February was it? So we haven't really played well since February, in my opinion.
Boring, lads. We're so boring.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And I question some of the things. Yeah, you can understand, and you take. And you take a bit for, like, for example, Jota. I don't want to mention it, and I'm not using it as an excuse, but you do understand it, okay? I do understand that. But there's 6 or 7 players who've come into this team who didn't play with Jota last year, who didn't have that relationship, who shouldn't be affected as much as the ones who have been. So there's arguments for everything, but I think ultimately it comes down to who motivates the team, who picks the starting lineup. Fingers are going to get pointed at Slot, and rightly so. And there's so many things I can go on, but we haven't got time. But I can literally go on loads of rants right now, but I don't want to take airspace from you guys. But yeah, I just think we need a big win tomorrow. And if it doesn't come, it's more and more pressure. And as soon as that pressure builds, it's going to explode. And we're not a type of club to get rid of managers mid-season. But mind you, we hired Klopp mid-season, didn't we? So it's not like we haven't done it before. But I want to ask the chat, and I'm not Slot out. I'm Slot next 5 games, and then I'll decide. But if we lose 4 games and win 1, where's the line? Where do we draw the line? That's what I'm asking the chat. What's asking my fellow, mates on here now. Where do we draw the line?
Phil sends in a message, and he says, on my drive to work this morning, I saw a squirrel eating a banana. It was mental. Thanks for that, Phil.
I've got to.
Mo, Welsh Mo says career defining because without doubt it's the slots. This is the worst he's been in terms of pressure wise in his whole career, whether it's in Holland or whatever. He's at a big club now. All sorts of. I mean, I don't know if anyone's noticed, and who gives a shit? No one misses me, whatever. But I don't go on Twitter. I've given up on Twitter on giving opinions, fighting people, trying to change people's opinion because you
Best
should
times
never.
not go on
You
it.
should never. You should no. But even when you're winning, whatever, you should never get too happy. I've seen fan accounts, and we know the big ones that just over glorify us, and it actually makes me cringe because that's what I cuss Arsenal fans for, and Man United fans. We shouldn't be over glorifying. We should always remain level headed. And the same fans that were like, "Oh my God, we're gonna walk this league. We're gonna do this. We do that." Now, while I'm saying, "Slot out, get him out of my club, the worst manager." There's too many extremes on next. So I'm gonna start doing more on my YouTube channel. I know. Part 75. Mo, in your opinion, fundamentally, and we're going to try and get into the 2 games that are coming up in the matter of 4 days now, 3 days. Fundamentally, what needs to change in your opinion?
Run more, show more passion, more desire, more fights. What I seen against Brentford was sickening, but it's not the first time I've seen it this season, Grizz. You mentioned it happened a couple of years ago against Brentford, but I'll take you back to that Newcastle game that we won. Watch that Newcastle game back again and just see the way that Newcastle bullied us. Absolutely bullied us on that pitch. And then weirdly, we were 1-0 up at half-time and they had a player sent off. You'd think it would get better. It got worse in the second half. They were still bullying us in the second half. So this has been an ongoing pattern all season. I feel like the players, I don't know, they just seem weak. They seem, the best way to describe it is like they're weak, they're fragile. They don't seem like they're strong. And we're talking about champions here. Like, majority of those players are champions. And then you've added £500 million on top of those champions. There can't be any excuse for this. Like, this is bizarre. Like, there's so many different layers to this that now it's like, where do you even begin? Like, generally, like, you just adding more fuel to the fire every single game, I feel like. And that Brentford game, I'll be honest with you, like, I might have posted in the group chat, I think we'll win, but deep down, I knew we weren't going to win this match because that's who Brentford are. That's who they've always been, even before this Keith Andrews, when they had Thomas Frank. They were a very physical team, set-piece driven team. And that is our Achilles heel. That is our weakness. It's just really frustrating. It's really sad to see, but I think the next 4 or 5 that's coming up, the one positive that we do have, and I don't know if it's a huge positive, but at least we're not away from home. At least it's at Anfield. I feel like we've been away from home so often.
Forever. But we've had 5 games out of 6 away, and now, funny enough, we've got 5 out of 6 at home. It's way weird how
weird, yeah. But then again, we lost to United at home. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like in that match we got bullied. So what are we going to expect from tomorrow? Palace and then Villa and then Real Madrid and then we got City away. Like the next 4 are pivotal. Like it's honestly so pivotal to our season. The one thing that we need to like also understand, it's still October. Like we can still save our season. There's still so many things to play for. We can still play for the Champions League. Potentially, if we get past Palace tomorrow, go on a run in that cup, maybe the FA Cup. And you never know what can happen in the Premier League, to be honest, because I'm looking at Arsenal and they're a very, very strong side and maybe they are very well equipped for this Premier League and fair play to them, and fair play to Arteta for setting up the way they've set up. But when I'm watching them, it is just diabolical. It's boring. It's diabolical. There's no, the attack's just not there. So I don't know. Listen, I'm you know me, Grizz, for a very long time now. The lads know me as well. I always try and be as optimistic as I possibly can. But it's just, there's not much to be optimistic about at the moment. But I'm just hoping and praying we can just turn it around.
Yeah, the next 4 are crucial, Ben. We won't go into the final 2, which is Man City and Real Madrid. Red Room will cover that on the week preceding that. We'll try to talk about the next 2 in tandem because we have to talk about it as a package because it's 2 games in 3 days or 4 days, is it? Do we play Saturday or Sunday, lads?
Saturday night. 2 night games, dead quick, innit?
Saturday night. So Wednesday night to Saturday night, turnover is short. We've picked up a few niggly injuries. Isak, Frimpong. Was there anyone else from Jones?
That's what we said the other day, guys. He's his worst fucking enemy.
As soon as he's shown, because I tell you again, Curtis Jones and Dominic Szoboszlai were the only ones that were proud to wear that red shirt and
Mm.
fight for the team. Honest to God, Szoboszlai was magnificent. Like, he does not deserve to be in this team right now. I don't care when anyone says this is a favor of mine, blah, blah, I've got agenda. Fuck off, I haven't. He's just brilliant, and he's coming into his own. He's playing like a leader. He's bollocking everyone. In fact,
Future captain.
lads, he was bollocking the team, the medical team, and Slot and Cole when Curtis Jones was out. He was like, "What are you lot doing? I'm telling you, he's gone. Get your sub ready and on," because they were like, well, and Szoboszlai was having a proper go at them, lads, at the ground. I loved it.
This just says everything you need to know about Liverpool at the minute, doesn't it?
He was like, "What are you doing?" He goes, "He's finished. I'm telling you, he's finished. I'm shouting at you. What are you not doing?" And you could see from his hand gesture, he was like, "Come on, I've got a game to win here." It was mental. It was mental. Curtis Jones is injured. Frimpong's out. Isath, we don't know yet, but I don't know if he'll be a risk for a League Cup. Ben, slowly but surely, we have to start thinking about Palace, what it means for the team, importance, Carabao Cup, all of that. I'm going to put my opinion out there, and the rest of you lot, I think we're going to disagree on this. I think we're all going to disagree on this, but let's see how the split goes. I really like the Carabao Cup. I really like going to Wembley. I really like winning trophies because that's what our club's built on. I don't think we're at a level where we can be putting our noses up at any kind of trophy. So I'd like to not completely go weak, not completely go strong. And I'll get into what I think the team should be, or we'll all try to agree. What's your views on the Carabao Cup? And then the short turnover, because Villa are running into a bit of form.
Yeah, well, I think the manager needs to be putting 80% of the first team out, to be honest. 70 to 80%. Because Liverpool cannot be throwing any game at the minute. It looks like they're just fucking pissing games up the wall. And the games are coming thick and fast. You know, do you think Liverpool can be, with the form that we're in, the pressure on this manager, regardless whoever thinks he's not under pressure, he is. Do you know what I mean? What happens tomorrow if he puts a load of kids out and gets absolutely battered? He is going to be walking into some pressure cooker fucking heat him. And it just can't happen. We need to get some rhythm back in it. We need to get the winning factor back in it. Because let's be honest, I know we're not talking about the other two big games, but if we win tomorrow, go and win on Saturday, build momentum. Do you know what I mean? I am sick of, this stop-start football. The football needs to be improved massively. You know what I mean? And I'll tell you what, mate, I'll be honest. Do you know if he fucking puts loads of kids out tomorrow, I'm not even fucking watching it. It's just a load of shit that Liverpool shouldn't be turning any nose away at any cup at the minute. Because at the way it's going, they'll be empty-handed at the end of the season. And for me, that's not good enough. And I'm one of them, because I'm optimistic. I always feel like we'll go out there and smash teams. That's the Liverpool way. And I tell you what, mate, the football I'm watching at the minute is fucking diabolical. It's not good enough. But for me, I think there's a few players out there that need to be playing tomorrow. You know what I mean? They need to get their form back. They need to prove they're good enough for Liverpool. The manager needs to be fucking, getting his fucking formation right. Needs to be getting the personnel, not just wasting in 90 minutes. Wasting people's time. Do you know what I mean? Because I think that game the other night, Grizz, that was a waste of people's time. Liverpool were fucking beaten first fucking 10 minutes. You knew straight away when they scored that goal, there's another fucking mountain to climb. Well, do you know what, mate? If we start conceding goals tomorrow, this is it. He's going to come under the firing line if it carries on. Because to be honest, mate, I'm not slot out, but I'm also not slot in at the minute. I'm like, fucking prove you're good enough to be in the job. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe we've got unbelievable footballers, but we just look far from it. I think tomorrow is the perfect game to get up. We also got to beat them. Fucking not losing 3 in a row to that shite. Do you know what I mean? He's fucking joking, that Glasner thinks he's going to walk to Anfield and win. I'm telling you, mate, if we put that shit team out tomorrow, I'll start losing patience with the manager, because I just think that's a disrespect to the fans and what Liverpool is, mate. We should be winning every game, mate.
Ash says worried about the crowd if we go down. Roshma, you going?
Manager should be worried about that, mate, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm going tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know what your record's like, but recently. So hopefully
we're still in the
cup. What's your views on the Carabao Cup? Are you? Well, it seems you are bothered about it because you're going, which is fair enough. As I said, I love the League Cup. I don't know why. One of the first trophies I saw us lift was a League Cup, so I love it. It's just got this folklore history about it, all going back to the milk cup. That's
Yeah.
how old I am, lads. But Mo, are you tempted though to think, no, we need to get our house in order? We can't afford any injuries to any major players because we are slowly but surely picking up the odd injury here and there, and we just haven't got the squad, I don't think, to compete on all 4 competitions. Now, people of rival fans will go mad at what I've just said if we've got any rival fans watching. But what I mean by that, and we spoke about it, I think our squad's unbalanced. That's what I mean. I know we've got tremendous forwards, and I know we've got quite an array of midfielders. That's about it. The rest of the team is fairly unbalanced in terms of wingers and centre backs. Carabao Cup tomorrow. Ben said 80% strong.
I agree. I think purely because, like, purely because of the situation. If we were going into this game and we've won 3 of our last 5 instead of losing 4, then it'd be a different question. You know, you can rotate, not a problem. I don't think any Liverpool fan would mind that at all. And give the kids a run, give the second team or the B team, proposed team, some minutes. Okay, but
just before you go, Ben, is that right? Ben, if we had come off our winning run, would your attitude to tomorrow be different? Would you not mind if we play a cup team? Is it because of the situation? Sorry, Mo, we'll come back to you.
No, fine.
Well, I think, mate, look, my opinion is, well, the manager's fucked himself because he could have used this game tomorrow as refreshing a few players. But now we've got no choice but to go strong because the rut we're in, it can't carry on.
So you're saying go
On the
strong
back of
because of the situation we're in.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mo.
Yeah, and I'd like to think a lot of fans will probably think the same. You know, it's purely because of the rut we're in. We've got no choice because if we lose tomorrow, it just builds more pressure on Saturday. Then, you know, and Saturday, if you go down a goal early, then it's going to get toxic quick and fast. Do you mean? And I don't think we can afford that right now. I get it with the squad, and it's crazy to say that we probably need to spend another 300 million to balance it out, and it's true. I think partly you got to point at the hierarchy of that. Who calls the squad? Who put this plan together? What's the plan? Because 2 years ago we had 115 million bid for Casado rejected. We had a bid for Lavia accepted and rejected by him. Then Lavia did the same. So for 2 years we just went off the plan of getting a number 6. Yes, we've converted Grab into a 6, but he's not a proper 6. Like, you know, we're missing that destroyer. We're weak in that middle of the park. You know, we've got no legs there. We've got missing that destroyer. And second point, yes, bar Leone, our last centre back signing was 5 years ago was Konate. I just think it's bad negligence that is, like, you know. So I just think, yeah, there's a lot of holes in the squad. Yes, we're going to run a risk by playing a strong squad, but what else can we do? We lose, it's going to get toxic quick. So I just think 70% of the first team or big players should be playing tomorrow.
Scouts Mo, same questions. Hopefully you remember them.
Yeah, I do remember the questions. I mean, I agree with the lads, to be honest. We need to stop this rut of losses, continuous losses. But at the same time, I'm a little bit, you know, you need to be a little bit cautious in regards to the injuries because they are piling up at the moment. You've got already 4 first-team players out. If you add to that list, what are we going to look like for Villa? Because in my opinion, Villa is the bigger game, but we've put ourselves into this situation. We've lost our last 5. We've got 5 losses in the last 6. But the one thing that we still do have is that we've only lost 1 Premier League game. And we've only lost 1 game at Anfield this whole year. Sorry, 2, because we lost to PSG as well. So we've lost 2 games at Anfield this year. So we've still got that record at Anfield. We're a good, strong team at Anfield. If Palace come tomorrow and beat us at Anfield, teams are not going to be worried about coming to Anfield again. They're going to be thinking that's back-to-back games now at Anfield where Liverpool have lost. That's 5 losses in 6 games for Liverpool. So it's such a mad conundrum that we put ourselves in tomorrow because this Carabao Cup game, if it was in a normal situation and we've won 5 of our last 6, fair enough, go and rotate. But now it's, in a way, it's a must-win game. We have to risk these players again. I would go about 75, 80% strong, as the lads are saying as well, because we've got no choice. We can't lose another match going into that Villa match. We need to build a little bit of momentum. We built a little bit of momentum after we Frankfurt, but clearly it didn't work out for us in our favour against Brentford. But hopefully this time it can be different. We're at Anfield. That's the most important part. We can't get another loss at Anfield. It doesn't matter who it is, what competition it is. Anfield is sacred. We need to make sure that that is still somewhere that teams are scared to come. And yeah, we need to keep hold of that.
Taking all your opinions on board, I need to get teams off you then. Selection headaches. We know who's out, pretty much. We also know Freddie Woodman is going to be the keeper.
It's crazy.
Which for me, I tell you what's worrying about that. Not the fact that it's Freddie Woodman in goal. You know what's worrying, lads? That means Ali's out for quite a bit.
But I seen him.
He's training today. I seen a picture of him. Yeah, training today, like
training. Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah. He'll be back after the international break.
He should be playing Mamardashvili tomorrow.
Why is he not playing tomorrow, Mamardashvili? That is so
Bear in
strange.
mind, he needs to keep his fucking rhythm up. Bear in mind, goals keep going past him.
Yeah, he needs the game. He needs the confidence.
By the way, Mamardashvili is a stunning shot stopper.
Brilliant shot stopper.
But he has absolutely no aura in and around the penalty box. Guys, he's the most timid. He's the most nicest 6'5" person I've ever seen in my life.
Actually, I've got one that's worse. Gakpo. He's literally 4'5". I've never seen someone who's 6'4".
Gakpo is the shortest tall man in the world.
Ever. Like, it's insane. I'm watching Gakpo. It's not just this season. It's
and
always been like that.
And do you know what? There was, you see the behind the scenes videos and this and that, and they're doing little games and tests. He's actually one of the strongest pound for pound in the squad.
Mamardashvili?
No, Gakpo.
If someone robbed Gakpo's house, he'd be the one saying fucking sorry, wouldn't he? It's a shit house.
I don't understand it though. Why is he like that? Like, because he's always been like that. It's not new information. Since the day we've signed him, he's always been a big lad, but he looks like he's 4'11". Like the way he plays, it's just mental. Like, honestly, just be a little bit tougher, lad.
We got a few, like you said, we got a few big lads who don't push with their weight around. Like even Mamardashvili on those corners, he was shocking. Or those throw-ins, he should have come out and commanded that a lot more.
Shocking. Especially the first minute, come out and clear it. You'll get a foul. Come out.
Forget that. Just don't give it all.
The referee will never allow a goal in the first minute if the keeper's gone down. Yeah. It's just, like, guys, we've all played football to a certain level, right? I hope anyway. And we all know that what kind of shit is allowed and not allowed, especially at the highest level. And we know if he comes out, all guns blazing, and then just, pretends he's been pushed, blah, 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 even if the goal's not scored, he'll get a foul out of it. First minute of the game, he just stayed on his effing line. People are blaming Kirkes, Konate, what about? No, man, when a 6'6" monster from the other team wins a header at the near post, there's not a lot you can do about it.
That also sets the tone for the defense. It gives the defense confidence.
But the thing is, don't give away two throw-ins in the first 5 minutes when you know that is their specialty, and you've been training it for 2-3 days. Are you all right? Like, why is this team
We're done right at the moment. We're brain dead at the moment.
Why are they so dumb? Why are you going to give away 2 throw-ins in such a dangerous position to a team that is a specialist in that? It just blows my mind.
Badly managed at the minute.
The managers clearly told them, look, we've been training on these set pieces or these throw-ins for the last 2 days. And what's the first thing that they do? They just boot it out for a throw-in twice, not once.
Put it on the keeper's wrong fucking foot twice.
It's just stupid.
Bob, who's a regular in the chat, big up Bob. He says Palace going to use squad players as well. They are in Europa too. I don't know what they're going to do. They're coming off a bit of a hectic run as well.
They haven't won a game since they played us.
Lovely. What an omen. Lovely. So they've got to put something right.
Update the bio shit, innit?
Ben, Freddie Woodman in goal. I'll save you the hassle. What on earth does the rest of your team look like?
Do you want me to give you what I would go at the back for?
Yeah.
Okay. I would probably go Robertson left back. I'd play Van Dijk for the first half and I'd swap him at half time for Konate just to give them a little run out. I'd probably go Enzo centre half with them and Joe Gomez right back. And then it's got to have experience for me. I just think I know I said go 80%, 75% stronger, but they're still squad players, aren't they? That should be featuring a bit. They're on the bench a lot of the time, so that's how I'm seeing it.
Okay, guys, is Endo been in the squad recently? Is he?
Yeah, he was on the bench last game.
Cool.
I just think he's a bit. I'll be honest, mate. It makes me laugh, Enzo. Like, and that substitution, mate, that still fucking lives in my mind.
Chelsea win.
Yeah. Makes me laugh.
Well.
Mate. No, when you see him with his fucking gum shield and just it cracks me up. Him, he's like the little meme of the cop now, isn't he? Fucking Mazzaro. But he's been a great player for Liverpool. Like, but you want him. You know, I personally think him now. The pace is fully gone. I think he'd be a better centre half than centre midfielder, and I do believe he will also, Grizz, he will go and smash somebody, and this team needs to go and put a tackle on somebody because I am sick of them just watching people walk past them. So that would be my back four.
Well, Schmo, your back four, Squire.
I'd go similar players but different positions. I'd actually put Endo right back, and I'd put Konate and think maybe if the only thing with Endo worries me, I don't think he's, he hasn't played 90 minutes for a long time, has he? So I got a funny feeling we might even though it's a risk, we might even go Bradley right back, and Endo might find himself in midfield. Because from my perspective, I think you need to have the senior players in defence rather than in midfield, if that makes sense. This game, because I think we're going to get tested a lot from a defensive perspective. So I'd rather see the established players at the back rather than the established players in the middle, if that makes sense. Even though we need people in the middle as well, but I think we can get away with Endo, Nione, and Mac or Mac, Nione, Wirtz in the middle, which allows us to put someone like, rotate between Konate and VVD and Gomez in the middle. And Robbo, I'll stick with Robbo, yes. It's just that right back. I don't know who to go there. I'm really confused on what to do on the right back.
I mean, there's reports spiraling around.
Ramsey, yeah.
Calvin Ramsey, which...
I didn't even know he was still at the club.
I didn't know he was at the club either.
So Mo, I think you spoke for about 58 seconds and didn't give me a back four.
Oh, I said Robbo, and then I said Robbo. Same as Ben. I'll rotate. What's his face? Konate and Van Dijk, a half each.
With who?
Gomez, the other centre back. But the right back is my only issue. I don't know who to play there. I'd go Bradley because there's.
Well, you're a shit manager. Then you don't even know who to play there. You what are you going to do? You've got to make.
We haven't got players, have we? We haven't got the players there. We've got no Frimpong.
Pick someone. Your slot. Look
okay,
how hard
Bradley.
You're playing Bradley again, guys. Calvin Ramsey is one of my biggest letdowns ever, because Calvin Ramsey transfer. It was one of those in my heyday of ITK. I knew who signed it for Liverpool way before anyone, because one of the lads at his academy messaged me in private and said, "You've signed yourself an absolute gem." And I was like, okay. He sent me loads of videos of him and everything else. And I was genuinely of the opinion that this guy has got all the attributes of, dare I say it, the attributes of a Trent Alexander-Arnold. He's been rocked and shocked with injuries, and he hasn't made any impression at all. But there are reports, and he has been smashing it for the under-21s in the last few weeks. I hope and pray he gets a chance tomorrow and show that he is the player that I thought we're signing. It could be the start of a redemption for Calvin Ramsey. But Mo, what's your back four?
So it's mental that we are in this position now, and I'm struggling to think of like an alternate back four. Like after the summer that we had,
absolutely, like you shit managers. Ben you straight away. I mean, even though he picked
I've got mine. I've got mine for you. Don't worry. I'm just building it up a little. You know what I mean, Grizz? But basically, in an alternate universe, we could have had Leone and potentially even Gahey in this game. But forget about all of that. Robertson definitely left back, and then I'll be honest with you, lads. Van Dijk and Konate. I'm playing both of them. I don't want to see Endo against Mateta. That's a scary sight. That's an absolute scary sight. And
what do you think about that, Sam?
And then I'm playing Gomez at right back, because the reason why I'm saying that's the back four that I want to see for the next 4 games. And I don't care that we don't have the possible, the change on the bench. We need a solid back four that does not leak goals, that can go into the next 4 games with some confidence, with some momentum, with some chemistry, and with some understanding. Because I'm watching that Brentford game and I'm seeing Van Dijk snarl at Kirkes every 5 seconds. I'm seeing Curtis Jones snarl at Kirkes every 5 seconds. I'm seeing everyone snarl at them. So get the experienced lads back into the team. I don't care if it's Crystal Palace, it's at Anfield. Get that experienced back four in the team again, and then let them get a clean sheet. Go into Villa, grab another clean sheet for us. So that's what I'm going with, Grizz. I'm going as strong as possible at the back.
You got someone agreeing with you in capital letters. That means they are absolutely in.
I'm done with conceding goals, Grizz. I'm so done with us going 1-0 behind. I'm finished with it. I don't want to see it no more.
I like
that's what I said. I want a strong back four rather than like the regular midfield.
But then you picked Endo at right back, so you know.
No, I went
going to say Endo's going to batter fucking Mateta tomorrow.
No,
I'll be honest with you.
Guys, I'm sorry. Endo, cult hero and all that, he's shit. I'm sorry. I'm a Liverpool supporter and I love Liverpool Football Club. I don't have to rate every player though. And I've said it from the start. He's a cult hero and the crowd love him. Wataru and all of that. I love it, yeah? But he's shit. Right? There's no way Liverpool Football Club. No, Mo, don't laugh it off.
No. I agree with you, bro. I agree with you.
I'm not in a nice mood about our players anymore.
And I
right?
hear it.
We've done all the supporting and friendless arm around the shoulder. Honestly, he's not Liverpool level. He's not Liverpool level. He should have been bombed out last season, and we should have replaced him with a player that Slot trusts. He clearly doesn't trust Endo to play him in any league game. So what are we doing?
Not a midfielder now.
He never was, Ben.
He ain't got the leg for it.
He never was. He was
never good enough for us, though, to be honest. He was a panic buy.
Endo isn't shit. Imagine bigging up Ramsey. My friend, you haven't ever watched Ramsey play football. Well, because he has. So shut up about, you know what I mean? Endo is crap, literally crap, right? He comes in and clatters people for the last 5 minutes. He's James Milner, but not even 50% of what James Milner personified.
Not even 5%.
Yeah. You haven't watched a lot of football, and you're not my brother. No, I'm not in the mood. He's not my brother. Anyway, you're the football wacky, son. You're not the football wiki. You're wacky. If you think Endo's not crap. Anyway, no more. I'm not gonna. If you get.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, Ben.
Smoke today.
No, Ben, I'm not well as it is, and then there's suggestions of picking Endo, and that's triggered me. It's got me off. Midfield. Then the only thing with that, Mo, is you're playing all 3 centre backs that we've got alive and fit and well playing.
This is the situation we've put ourselves in, Grizz. We've lost 5 games in the last 6. We've conceded a goal in every single one of those games. I can't remember the last time we kept a clean sheet. I want a solid back four that's going to play for the next 4 games before that international break. And you know what? It is a huge risk because we've only got 3 centre-backs and we can't buy another centre-back till January. And we've got about... I don't care, Grizz, until we've got...
You have to care, Mo.
No, but hear me out. Just what I'm saying is, until we've got a little bit of solidity, the next 4, get a little bit of solidity, go on after the international break, maybe 1 or 2 games, a little bit more solidity, then bring back that Bradley and that Frimpong or whatever.
Change it again?
No, bring back Bradley and Frimpong, bring them into the team, bleed them in slowly. Because I'll be honest with you, I was saying this to you in the summer, I don't understand the signing of Bradley and Frimpong. I don't understand the signing of Kirkes. Neither of them, all 3 of them, obviously we've never signed Bradley, but I've never rated them, but Frimpong and Kirkes, I want Michael Edwards and Richard Hughes to just sit down and explain to us why we bought these 2 players and play them the way that we're playing them right now. Frimpong doesn't even play right back. Kirkes is tucking in as a left centre-back. Even though I wasn't his biggest fan.
That's the profile. Yeah, but it's the way we're playing them, Mo.
And that's
a slight on the manager.
That's the thing. No, but that's the thing also, like, I'm saying this about Kirkes, but then the person that should come in for him, Robertson, is no better. We had the opportunity to upgrade on Robertson in the summer.
Robertson was literally out the door and he didn't go.
Man, it's stress, Grizz. And that's why I'm doing that. That's the only reason why I'm doing that.
I agree with that theory about solidifying. But I also agree that if we're looking to get better throughout the season, we have to work with what we've got. And we've got to get them in form and in rhythm. So I hear your thoughts and frustrations and opinions, but I don't know. Anyway, everyone's picked a different back four, which is lovely. I love it. Ben? I'm assuming 3 in midfield, or I don't know what formation you're playing.
Well, look, I'll be honest, mate. I think because of being a home game, I'd still like to see where it's out there. I think, mate, listen, you know, what's the point in buying this kid then? Tell me what. Honest, that's the question to you, Grizz. If we're going to keep doing this, forget about the game the other day, but what's the point of buying this kid then if we're not going to use him? That's what I'm
I
saying.
think Wirtz. I think if you're going to play Wirtz,
Hmm.
you have to pick this team
Hmm.
all around him. Guys, that might sound mad because we've got loads of other stars and players. But in this game, if you're going to select Wirtz, then you've got to have runners and man mountains alongside him.
Maybe, but I think,
Because they'll bully us again.
Well,
Because I know Maka has to play. Maka has to play, right?
Well, I
guys?
haven't got to him yet.
Yeah.
Well, he's got to go in, hasn't he? Because he's got a fan form. We've got to get him going. Because let's be honest, on his day, he's the best midfielder at the club. You know. I know we have the Szoboszlais and that, and I'd play Dom in there as well, Dom, Maka, and Wirtz, because technically on the ball they'd probably be the best three, wouldn't they? We've got to keep hold of the ball instead of fucking giving it away. Let them start trying to work us out instead of us again worrying about them dominating us. I just think like with this kid, we've got to get the rhythm going with him. We've just got to keep going with it. I understand your situation, Grizz. You're like, hey, you're right to be in the team. Well, for me, he should be in the team. That game the other night doesn't mean anything for me. We've seen little fucking spells, and we've got to hope that he gets in the fucking mood for these big games coming up, Grizz. And ultimately, he's fucking one of our best players. We need to win.
I'm on this guy's case, innit? So I just got to call him out one last time. De Gea, you don't watch a lot of football. I told you don't watch a lot of football because Jones is injured.
Yeah.
There you go. So no more.
You're on smoke, Grizz.
Yeah, I know, but you know what I mean. You if you come for the king, you better not miss, innit? He's just missed it. The Wirtz conundrum. Okay, so you're not playing Gravenberch or young Trey, Ben. Just to put it out there.
Well, I just don't think Gravenberch will start if he didn't. No one really knows, do they? Let's be honest about it.
Yeah, it wasn't a press conference today either, was it? So we have no idea.
No, but that's a fucking joke as well.
He's under
Fans
pressure.
want to know what's going on.
He's under pressure.
Of course he is, but ultimately, Grizz, everyone should be under pressure if they're at Liverpool. Doesn't matter. I think that today is a fucking shithouse move again.
Welshmo?
Without knowing Grav's availability, I would go.
Let's assume he's available.
Oh shit! That changes everything.
Will it change anything, Ben, if he's available?
If he's available, I'll go Grav Mach with Wirtz in front. I'd let Dom have a little rest and bring him into the game with the energy later on.
I mean, I'd rest Dom and play Grav, Mac, and Nione, and Wirtz I'd put on the left.
Ooh, Scousemo.
If Grav is back, I wouldn't risk him. I'll be honest with you. I'll maybe put him on the bench, bring him on in the second half.
Yeah.
I agree with Ben's original midfield of Szoboszlai, McAllister, and Wirtz. The only reason being, we don't have any more options. Who else are you going to play? I don't really want to.
Trey's going to play.
Endo is an outside shot. Trey most likely will play. The team that I'm suggesting is never going to happen because we know what Baldy's going to do. He's going to put Calvin Ramsey at right back, and then he's going to put either.
Even you're calling him Baldy. I
love him though. He's my beautiful bald Dutch manager. Do you know what I mean? He brought us number 29, and I love him. But he is Baldy.
We love him.
Baldy too. Do you know what I mean? Like
we love him. We love him.
Friendly fire. But nah, I know what he's going to do. But what I'm doing is completely different. Like, I'm going with what Ben suggested. There is an outside shout for me to play Endo in that deeper role, but I don't really want to see Endo at the same time because he can't run and he looks like I'm faster than him and I'm a big lad. So if I'm thinking, so like, obviously, it's just the squad's quite depleted at the moment, so you're going to have to go. So, Szoboszlai, McAllister needs to rise tomorrow, man. McAllister, you need to step up with that. Because you've been performing diabolically, Hall of Shame performances. You need to step up tomorrow.
When, though, lads?
Since the beginning of the season, Grizz,
last year.
Back, Mo.
Yeah,
because he got injured, didn't he? He got injured towards the end of last season. Oh my God. Yeah, you're right, but he needs to rise. Rise tomorrow. Pick up some form.
He might be clocking up a year soon. In a couple of months' time, it'll be a year of bad form.
I know.
People have been saying I'm on his case for no reason. He's the best. Is this and that. He's the brains. I agree with all of the potential, and I've seen him play magnificently. And when he signed for us, what a signing! And for the price and everything else. But lads, we got to start calling a spade a spade. We can't do this favoritism bullshit of people what they've done for us in the past. You've got to be ruthless, man. And I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if a bid comes in for him in the summer where we double our money, we got him for 35.
Who's this Maka?
Maka. If we get him and we can replace him with a Wharton,
that's the swap. That is the swap. You've got to replace him with a tempo setter.
My fingers are clicked already, guys. My fingers are clicked already. So as much because it's unbalanced, but then people will say, no, we need to replace Endo with Wharton. Ideally, yes, but you're not getting any money for Endo. And Wharton coming in is going to upset Scousemo because he's going to say, how many players can you play in midfield? That old theory of his. You know what I mean?
That old theory, completely valid. If
it's punished as it.
If McAllister's leaving, that's what you just said. If McAllister's gone, then you're bringing in someone to replace him, obviously, clearly. And if
I'm saying Endo. I'm saying if we get
Endo has never been good enough to be in this squad.
I know.
Since the day that we signed him.
I know, but if we're an elite club,
but
hear me out. If we're an elite club and we're in the conversation, or we want to be in the conversation to win it, everything on a regular basis, then Endo out and Wharton is the one. But if we want to just balance the books and squad and all of that, then Mac out and Wharton is the one.
Yeah, no, but this is what I mean. Like,
why can't we get two? Replace both of them.
Yeah, we have to. If them two leave,
Wharton for Endo, for example, and then I think we need a destroyer. I think we need a destroyer like a Shumeni or Camavinga. We'll never get him, but that kind of profile player, like someone who's just gonna bully the midfield.
I don't think we need two guys.
If both of them
we're just playing fantasy football now in the realms of fantasy building squad. I think ideally and realistically in the world of football, we need one strong, sturdy bastard.
But is Wharton that strong?
I don't know if that is where.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I don't think Wharton's that guy. Like
Wharton's the tempo setter.
Yeah, he's a controller. That's what I mean. Like
Wharton will grow into the best.
He's the quarterback, like Xabi Alonso.
One of the best midfielders this country will produce.
He is tough as well, though.
He's very tough. I've seen him live about 3 times. He's tough as nails. He's one of those guys where he's got sharp elbows. Right? I've played with guys, right? And you think skinny little, but they're so nasty with their elbows, and it hurts you every time you clash in them. Like it hurts you every time you tackle them. He's one of those. Trust me, he's one of those. But look, we'll talk about what we need. We need a win tomorrow. We need a strike force tomorrow. Ben? I'm going to go with Mo first because he seems to be copying everyone. Yeah, I'm going to go with Mo first. He ain't got a chance to copy anyone. Right, Mo? Welsh Mo. No. Welsh Mo.
For me.
Yeah, Welsh Mo copies everyone. So I'm going to go. In fact, can you remind me every time we do team predictions, go to him first? Can everyone remind me? Because sometimes I forget.
You put a target on my back now.
I'm going to go to Welsh Mo every time first because he always copies people. But go on.
All right, okay. What's the question?
Strike force. I knew you'd check me up.
I go Wirtz on the left, Ekatike, and Mo.
Oh, fuck. Any thinking behind that? What's the thinking behind that?
Mo needs to play himself into form. Number one. Ekatike, because Isaac is probably not fully fit. And Flo, because we've just got no options on the left. Gakpo probably saving for Aston Villa, which is what we need in the Premier League. Rio won't start, I don't think. Rio may get some minutes tomorrow on for Wirtz, but I'd go Wirtz left. Wirtz can also offer a bit more on the press than Gakpo does. So that's why I'd go Wirtz on the left, Ekatike up front, and Salah.
Yeah. I mean, Chiesa has to play. Chiesa is 1,000,000% a shoo-in tomorrow for me. And I'm sure the poster that came out for the preview of the match or whatever was Chiesa. So Salah, for me, I hear your points there, Mo, because he needs to pick up. He scored a goal the other day, so maybe, he was terrible apart from that goal, but yeah.
Like if Salah doesn't start, you're right, it's Chiesa or Salah, it's one of them, isn't it?
No, it's too late.
Salah will start for me, and then Chiesa will come on because you'll save
Yeah,
Salah.
that's obvious, Mo. You've
No,
messed
but
up.
I'm
It's
going.
just like you're thinking, damn, I forgot that one.
I'm just saying why. The reason I'm not picking Chiesa is I'd rather keep Mo, get Mo in the rhythm and get him ready for Villa as well.
No, it's a valid point, though. I get where you're coming from because you need to continue that rhythm, but it's clearly that we need to manage his minutes as well. We manage to, like most midweeks, he doesn't play. Like Frankfurt, Galatasaray never played. I don't think he plays tomorrow. Chiesa off the right, Rio off the left, and Hugo Ekitike up front. That's my front three. And if that doesn't happen, I'll be very surprised. The rest of what I mentioned, especially the defense, I've got like 20% likelihood that it will happen. And this attack, if it doesn't happen, I will be gobsmacked.
Benjamin?
No, I agree with Scousman. I think we need a player on the pitch who's going to give the fans off the seat. I think Rio will bring that tomorrow. I think he's probably been promised this game as well, Chris. I think he's probably been promised a Carabao. And I'd rest Mo because he can always come into the game, even though he seems to fucking love that. But I'd go Ekitike down the middle with Chiesa. Chiesa, that front three will press. And I think Liverpool have lacked the press. And that's why I've talked about a few changes, Chris. But I still want to see a senior midfield because I think that's been one of our weakest points. We could talk about fullbacks all we want. Our midfield is non-existent. Facts. And I think it needs to get a bit of rhythm back in there. So hopefully Liverpool do win. But if it's a load of kids, mate, I swear down, I'm going to be fucked off tomorrow.
And you know what? Also, justice to Rio, because bringing him on against Brentford, why are you doing that? Like, what was the point? It happened a couple of times.
Come on against Frankfurt, 5-1 up. That's when you bring him on.
So strange.
Not to bring a 17 or 18-year-old kid on and say, "Oh, go get us 2 goals against Brentford."
Weight's coming off for fucking Gomez.
Yeah.
Some of these, do you know what? Last season when we were all talking, we were all saying, "Oh my god, Slot's substitutions have been spectacular, amazing every time he gets it right."
He's got it all wrong
but
this season.
This season is the other way around. I'm thinking, what's happening here right now, man? It's mental.
Question for you, Chris. Where are you at with Slot? Because you haven't said.
I'm a very patient man, guys. I'm not reactionary anymore, and I'm concerned and I'm worried. And it's easy to get carried away. I'm just not, guys. I'm boring. I'm old school. I still think he's going to turn it around. I still think we'll come good. I don't think he's been helped with the technical director picking the players for him. I want to put it out there before it comes out. I don't think the balance of the squad or the profile of player is right, the recruitment. And I don't know, I think I had a little bit of a chat with you guys, or one of you, I think it was Ben maybe, I know, about like, I'll really never, ever been one for marquee signings. It was Ben. We talked about marquee signings, and I said, I just want the team to be right. And I always thought that not getting a centre-back and not getting a replacement for Lucho could possibly cause issues, and that's exactly why it's panned out, mate. The Curtis Jones injury tomorrow confuses me a bit more in terms of selection. I think Slot is under huge pressure, but I'm not even, guys, I'm sorry to be boring. I'm not even close to Slot out. I know you guys have given him 4 games, 5 games. Yeah, look, if he loses the next 4, he's lost it, hasn't he? He's lost it. He's lost it. He's lost it. But I've got faith that he'll turn this around. In terms of tomorrow, lads, I don't think he'll be 80% strong, in my opinion. Oh, actually, it might be 80%. I don't know what. I forget percentages. I think Trey Maka. Excuse me. Trey Maka and Nioni will be the midfield. No, sorry, Trey and Nioni are the same people. But can I prove to you that's how sick I am? That's how if you don't think I'm acting, then go. Yeah, I think the front three is going to be Rio, Chiesa, and Ekitike. I think Robertson comes in. I think Virgil plays. I think Gomez plays. I think Ramsey plays
from the beginning.
Yeah, I think Ramsey will come in at right back, only because Frimpong's injured, and we can't risk Bradley.
They're going to be unsure of Bradley, aren't they?
Yeah, I just had a look at Ramsey's last 4 or 5 games with under 21s. He's been playing really well. Played 60 minutes against Everton as well, 4-1. He got a goal as well there, and he played the free 90 minutes before that as well.
I know everyone. I know, like the chap in the chat was laughing at me about Calvin Ramsey, and loads of people are thinking, "What the fuck you want about?" Calvin Ramsey is a baller. We wouldn't have done everything that we've done behind the scenes to make sure we get him. We first did. He was one of the brightest prospects coming out of Scottish football. I know he's been traumatized with injuries, but I hope he shows me something. And starting from tomorrow, the midfield is the one. I think Trey definitely starts. Maka definitely starts. And the third one, I don't know, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know, but I'll plump for Verts to start.
Up front, like in the front three.
No, in the midfield.
So you want McAllister, Leone, and Vert in the midfield.
Yeah, I think
you want us to just get bullied again. Come on, Grizz.
Again, Gravenberch, if he's fit, he will start.
That's why you need Szoboszlai.
I wouldn't risk him though after
if anything happens to Szoboszlai, you know the season's done, innit? And I'm going to stop doing these shows and I'm going to block all of you lot.
I hear it.
I'm blocking all of you lot on Twitter, Instagram. Don't talk to me ever again if Szoboszlai gets injured. Because I'm telling you now, if Szoboszlai gets injured tomorrow, finished the season.
Facts.
Yeah, we need 3 Szoboszlais in midfield tomorrow.
I know I said I love the Carabao Cup and I love the League Cup, but I'm not risking my boy Szoboszlai for a League Cup because he's literally the only one who can run at the moment. Literally the only one who can run.
But Grizz, don't look at it as it's the Carabao Cup. Look at it as the results and the position we found ourselves in. We can't go into this game 6 losses out of 7. Another loss at Anfield back to back. That's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at the cup.
The rest of the players that I've selected play for Liverpool Football Club. The reason why they play for Liverpool Football Club is because we think they're good enough. Fucking show it.
Fairs, 100%.
Fucking show it.
There's a few in there, though, Grizz, that aren't good enough as well.
Well, me and you and whoever might think about it like that, but the club think they are, and they're still at the club. So go and show it tomorrow, lads. Go and show it. Go and prove that you're worthy of the shirt. Otherwise, get bombed out in as soon as January, mate. Honest to God, I know we had a big, overhaul of players, but there's another 3 or 4 that need to be shifted out and in over the next 2 windows, 3 or 4. And then, I know Liverpool fans won't like this, and then this team will take form. This is literally see what we can do this season. And I know it's harsh, and I know we feel like, oh my God, how can we say that after we won the league and spent 300 million or 400 million, whatever? That's just the way it is. It's not balanced. And any Tom, Dick and Harry can see that. It doesn't need football scientists and tacticos, everyone on Twitter doing different formations every 5 seconds and saying this is how we should play, this is how we should play. We need to just stop with that and let this team form, let the relationship form. Klopp didn't turn it overnight. And as much as we've criticised Slot, this is his team. He has to build it now. Let him build. Let him build it in peace. Unfortunately, it may take a season of nastiness like we're seeing at the moment, but I know it will come good. I'm 100% adamant it will come good. But we may have to be patient. And you're going to have to be patient until the next Red Room, because that brings us to the end of this week's edition. I love speaking to you guys. You've made me feel better. I've only coughed twice in the whole session. That's because of Welsh Mo. He brings, every time he makes me laugh, I cough. That's the only time. But I love you.
I always get pelted,
There's a reason. Stop copying. I'm going to come to you first.
I don't copy. You got to give me flowers as well. I remember in the second stream you did, I actually said, I reckon we signed the wrong players profile, and everybody went, "Whoa, what are you on about?" And now everybody's saying the same thing I said in the second week. So I need to get some.
Everyone, make sure in the second show, we've done about 56 now, but in the second show, we got something right. So give him some flowers. We've done about 56 shows and since, but he got something right in the second one.
I'm holding to that because
big up the 2 Mo's. Love you to bits. Ben, love you to bits as well. Listen, we've got to stick together in times like this. We'll come good. It's good. It might be a bit awkward. It might be techie tomorrow as well, guys. But let's hope by the time we do this show next week, we have 2 wins out of 2. Then maybe we can look a bit less miserable. Peace, love, and tranquility to you all. Take care. Bye-bye.